What's good, family? Welcome to the Jamie Jordan Podcast. If you know me, you know I love talking to you guys, so now we have an official platform to have these conversations. I want to give a special shout out to Ski Beats, legendary hip-hop producer, for providing the vibes that are flowing through your ears right now. Most of you know Ski from Jay-Z's Reasonable Doubt album. He is the mastermind behind the sound. Thank you, Ski, for being a part of this podcast, and thank you for tuning in. Before we get into these conversations about health, healing, and prosperity, let's just let the beat breathe. What's good, family? Thank you so much for joining me today in this episode of this podcast. Always a pleasure to have you here because I understand how valuable time is. So just the fact that you're giving me a few minutes of your day, it truly means the world to me. So I'm going to do my best to make sure that I add value. So a lot of things have to happen before we actually take that first step and put our foot down. And one of the first things that has to happen is you have to have the confidence to actually pursue that goal. What some people don't know is before you get in the gym, before you put those workout clothes on and sign up for a membership and get your foot in the door, you have a lot of fear, you have a lot of thoughts, you have a lot of concerns, you have a lot of doubt, you have a lot of worry about what other people may think or what other people may say. You have just a ton of things going on in your head, and you have to build a certain level of confidence before you even start your journey. Same thing with like not only talking about the gym, but let's say if we're talking about like building your brand, getting out there, putting your product out there, putting yourself out there. A tremendous amount of growth has to happen. You have to have the confidence to even pursue a dream or a goal. So it's really important to just encourage and uplift people in that space. Don't discourage anyone. Don't talk down to anyone. Don't fill anyone's head with fears and doubts, because we are already struggling with that internally before we put our foot down. So that's what I want to talk about, like pursuing dreams, pursuing goals, pursuing that bigger picture goal. It takes a certain amount of confidence before you even get started. Many people think that, the people that we look up to, they just kind of like jumped out there and went head first. I mean, some people do, but it takes a certain layer, a certain level of confidence, a certain belief. And looking at the definition of the word confidence means to have a feeling of being certain about the truth of something. So to say you're confident, that means you're certain about the truth of your ability to get to the next level. Like if you're confident in your ability, then you believe that it is true that you're going to get to the place that you want to get. If you're confident about reaching your goals, you have a certain belief that it is absolutely true. It is your truth that you're going to reach your goal. You're not unsteady, you're not uncertain, you're not hoping and wishing to reach your goal. If you're truly confident, you believe that there is truth in your ability to reach your goal. So like understanding that, confidence is used kind of, I guess, overused. It's a common word, but what does that actually look like? Confidence is an attitude that you have about something. So if you approach something with a confident attitude, again, you're walking into it like this is already my truth. So as you pursue your goals, I ask you today, I want to question you and really, really internally, look internally and ask yourself, am I truly confident? Confidence isn't a surface level concept. It doesn't just mean that you're confident, like you're confident enough to walk into a room and you feel good about yourself and, you don't feel embarrassed and you feel like you're looking good, feeling good. I mean, that's one thing. It's another thing to be confident in your ability, confident that you know the information, so you're confident about speaking about something. But are you truly confident in what matters the most, which is your ability to reach your goals? Do you believe that it is true that you are who you say you are? When you see that vision for yourself, when you see I don't know what your goal is, but for some people, when you see your name in lights, when you see yourself on the TV screen, when you see yourself as an author, as an established speaker, when you see yourself as a leader, when you see yourself as in the NBA, when you see yourself as whatever that big picture goal that you clearly have seen in your mind, that's why you're pursuing it, because you saw it. You saw it and you believed in it for a split second. You believed in it enough to call it your goal and to pursue it. But I'm asking you today, are you truly confident in that vision that you have for yourself? Meaning, do you believe that that is your truth? Do you believe that vision that you have for yourself is your truth, or is it something that you're hoping or wishing or wanting to become? If you're sitting here saying that I want to be a world-class singer, a world-class musician, I want to be a speaker, I want to be world-renowned, I want to travel the world and impact the generation. If you're saying you want rather than I am or I will, perhaps you don't have a true sense of confidence. Perhaps you don't really believe that it's your truth. Do you believe that it is true that you will make it to the leagues? Do you believe that it's true that you will make it to the stage, that you will have your own show, that you will be an author, that you will be a bestseller? Do you hope or wish for these things, or is it your truth? And that's what I want to challenge you to today. And, it literally breaks down like this. A dream or a goal, right? A dream, a vision that you have for yourself, that higher level dream. It's something that you want to achieve. But again, in order to achieve it, you have to protect it, and you have to nurture it, and you have to care for it. So you can't just have a dream and just leave it to chance. It's almost like a newborn baby. You can't leave a newborn baby without the utmost care, right? So think about it like this. Think about a newborn, and imagine if you were just to neglect the baby. You're not feeding the baby. You're not keeping the baby warm. You're not burping the baby. You're not changing the baby's diaper. You're not pampering the baby. You're not cleaning the baby, So something so precious as a newborn baby, you wouldn't dare, right? You wouldn't dare. You wouldn't dare neglect a baby to that degree, to that extent, because you know what's going to happen. The baby's life depends entirely on your ability to nurture it and your care, your level of care or concern, right? So if your dream is a newborn baby, what state of health is your dream in right now? Is your dream malnutrition? Is your dream hungry? Is your dream cold? Is it dead? Is it dying? If you were to use that direct analogy of your dream being the same as a newborn baby, how healthy is your dream right now? Mine is relatively healthy. I've been putting some work into it. I've been focusing on it. I've been loving on it, but I haven't always been. There was a point in time, there was a stretch, especially like during when school got really tough. Like there was a time when my dream was probably hanging on for dear life. So treat your dream with the same respect and love and care and passion and compassion that you would care for a baby, because that's what it is. You have to care for it, and you got to be intentional, and you have to be consistent. You can't leave it for days at a time without thinking about it, without focusing on it, without talking to it, without writing about it. You can't leave your dream for days at a time to fend for itself, because it won't survive. And then it will just become a hope or a wish rather than an actual goal. So that's all I got for you today. I love you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in. Do some self-assessment, really dig deep, ask yourself these questions. Am I truly confident about my ability to reach these goals? Meaning, do I believe that it is my truth? Or am I just simply wishing and hoping for something to happen? And the second thing I want you to ask yourself is, if my dream were a newborn baby, how healthy is my dream? All right, y'all think about that. Let's talk about it. I love y'all so much. Have an amazing day. Keep your head up and conquer every single step in your journey.